from background boozers nobody ever cared about,
I think Larry's dead,
to major character deaths that changed the show forever.
Sure do miss that laugh.
I miss her too.
Dozens of unlucky Springfieldians have been axed from The Simpsons, but how many characters are actually looking down or up at us from the great beyond? Today, I'm taking a trip through Springfield Cemetery and revisiting every permanent character death, starting all the way back in Season 6 with the very first death on the show, Bleeding Gums Murphy. He was a local jazz musician who first appeared in the episode Moaning Lisa, where he befriended Lisa, became her sax mentor, and even performed a song where she wrote about her meanie brother Bart.
Got this bratty brother, he bugs me every day. And this morning my own mother gave my last cupcake away.
Gave my last cupcake away? Dang, I felt those lyrics in my soul. Somebody get this songwriting sensation a Grammy. Lisa's only male role model up to this point had been Homer, so she was happy to finally have an intelligent good Samaritan to look up to. Bleeding Gums Murphy would reappear quite a bit in the early seasons of The Simpsons. In Lisa's Pony, he was a judge for the school talent show and gave Bart top marks for these incredibly cruel impressions.
Look at me, I'm Principal Skinner.
Today's special is refried dog poop.
He also featured in the We're Sending Our Love Down the Well song that time Bart pretended to be a kid stuck down a well. Bleeding Gums Murphy would eventually pass from an unknown illness in round Springfield, and boy did little Lisa's heart rip in two.
What happened to Mr. Murphy?
I'm sorry. He passed away.
I'm sure that wherever he is now, he's happy.
Bleeding Gums was my hero, and I never got to tell him how I felt.
Despite Homer's less than tactful suggestion of going to the pound and finding a new jazz man, nothing was gonna bring Murphy back. But at least Lisa got to play her sax with him one last time, and he even gave her his for keeps. While his cause of death was never revealed, the writers killed him off simply to create an emotional yet quite hilarious storyline for Lisa.
It won't stop hurting. Lisa, it's normal to be sad when a friend dies.
Lisa, honey, I recommend getting a tattoo. It preserves the things you love. Starland Vocal Band? They suck!
Even though Lisa's mentor's real name was Oscar, Bleeding Gums Murphy is actually written on his tombstone in Springfield Cemetery. Not sure if that's super cool or almost as embarrassing as his funeral was.
Blood and guts, Murphy.
Bleeding Gums Murphy.
Ugh.
Isn't anybody gonna show up?
Well, Lisa, we've waited an hour. Anyway, Bloody Gums Murphy was quite the sousaphone player.
He was a jazz musician.
Bleeding Gums Murphy later appeared to Lisa as a cloud in the sky, just like Mufasa did to Simba. But let's move on to Homer and the dead guy he was most certainly not pals with, Frank Grimes. In Homer's Enemy, Burns wants to make Grimes executive vice president of the plant, but ends up sticking him in a low-tier position and gives the job to a far more worthy candidate.
Smithers, I've just seen the most heroic dog on television. Find this dog. I want to make him my executive vice president.
As if losing his dream job to a fracking dog wasn't already a bad start to a Monday morning, Frank now has to work right next door to the Homer Simpson.
Degree in nuclear physics. I'm sure you all have one.
I didn't even know what a nuclear panner plant was.
Of course, old Homer, he didn't need a degree. He just showed up the day they opened the plant. Carl and I each have a master's.
Grimes worked his butt off to get a nuclear physics degree, so he's pissed to discover Homer was given a job without even graduating high school. Seems a little unfair to hate him for that, but stealing his lunch and destroying his personal property, yeah, I feel like Frank is morally justified to throw some punches at this point.
Simpson, do you know who chewed my...
Shocked by how reckless, stupid, and lazy Homer is, Frank wonders how someone so idiotic could have possibly survived 34 years on Earth without getting eradicated by natural selection. Hold that thought.
Don't you realize how close you just came to killing yourself?
Burns walks by and demands to know who damaged the wall. Homer immediately snitches on Frank and he's taken to the office, scolded, and given a reduced salary. Back in Sector 7G, Grimes declares that he and Homer are officially enemies, so Mr. Simpson invites him over to dinner, hoping to make up for that. Upon arriving, Frank is shocked by Homer's big house and all the insane stuff he somehow managed to achieve despite being lazy and stupid.
Went into outer space. You.
Sure. Here's a picture of me in outer space. You've never been? Would you like to see my Grammy Award?
No! And what do you have to show for your lifetime of sloth and ignorance? A dream house, 2 cars, and do you deserve any of it? No! You're what's wrong with America, Simpson.
Grimes calls Homer a fraud and says he should have starved to death before angrily storming away. Ouch. Following Marge's advice, Homer tries being more professional at work so Frank will like him, but pigs will fly to the moon before that happens.
Good morning, fellow employee. You'll notice that I am now a model worker. We should continue this conversation later during a designated break period.
Aw, he's really trying, isn't he? Should definitely try way harder, though.
Accidents have doubled every year since he became safety inspector. And meltdowns have tripled. Has he been fired? No.
Resentful of how popular his enemy is in the plant, Frank vows to prove to everyone that Homer Simpson has the intelligence of a 6-year-old. Ha, try 3.
This is my chance to show everyone how professional I am. Design your own power plant, eh? Tell Mr. Burns I've gone home to work on the contest.
Oh.
The contest is for kids, but Frank cuts out those parts, hoping to humiliate Homer in front of everyone. You know, I would really love to see this guy's astrology birth chart, because how the hell do things always work out so perfectly for him?
Could you explain your model, young man?
He's an idiot!
Hey, shh!
You're making us miss the contest.
Basically, I just copied the plant we have now.
Agreed. First prize.
Way to go, Homer!
You're number 1, Homer!
What?
Homer beat their brains out!
This was a contest for children! I can't stand it any longer. This whole plant is insane!
Grimes loses it and runs around the plant pretending he's Homer. And honestly, all the impressions are pretty spot on. Like, this is totally something that stupid oaf would do.
Extremely high voltage. What's that?
While Frank's impressions were accurate, he did forget one major thing that separates him from Homer Simpson: the sheer luck that keeps him alive no matter how many brutal accidents he has.
Frank Grimes, or grimy is he, taught us that a man can triumph over adversity.
Well, Frank was a total douche. I don't think he should have died for that. Why did he, anyway? Well, one of the show's writers, Josh Weinstein, said that they wanted a shocking and funny death, but also wanted to show just how dangerous and life-threatening working with Homer Simpson could be. Hey, mission accomplished, I guess. Remember the episode Bart of Darkness? Bart broke his leg, and while spying on Flanders through the window, he became totally convinced that he murdered his wife.
Oh, this can't be what it looks like.
I wish there was some other explanation for this, but there isn't.
Then that's not the real Ned Flanders.
I'm a murderer. I'm a murderer.
If that's not Flanders, he's done his homework.
Turns out Maud spent the weekend at Bible camp, and Flanders had accidentally killed her favorite plant and buried the evidence. But what explains that blood-curdling scream Bart heard? All right.
Found it, Chief.
I guess that explains everything.
There's still the little matter of the whereabouts of your wife.
I'm right here.
Then everything is wrapped up in a neat little package. Really, I mean that.
Aw, we love a happy ending, don't we? Well, the writers of The Simpsons clearly don't, because they ended up killing Maude permanently in Alone Again Natura Diddley. And was Homer to blame? Well, let's find out, because I would be absolutely frackin' shocked if he's not. In this episode, The Simpsons are hiking through the woods and stumble upon a new racetrack. Who would have thought NASCAR was something lame Flanders would enjoy?
Hi, diddly ho, pedal to the metalophiles.
Since when do you like anything cool?
I can't get enough of that safety gear. Helmets, roll bars, caution flags.
While Ned had chosen the back row seats to be far away from crashes and cussing, it turns out they were not only the most disgusting seats in the whole house.
Nettie, I've had about all I can take. I'll get some hot dogs.
No footlongs.
I know. They make you uncomfortable.
They were also the most lethal.
Hey! T-shirt, t-shirt, t-shirt! Ooh, a bobby pin!
Maud?
Oh, my Lord, she's dead.
I knew it. I frackin' knew it. Never mind how many people has Homer killed. How many people hasn't he killed? The scene cuts to the idiot crying, but not over killing Maude. Oh no, Marge had banned him from being a jerk to Flanders at the funeral. Talk about unfair. So what was Maude's big send-off like anyway? Well, the service is exactly what you'd expect from Springfield.
People at Fandemonium, as part of a generous settlement, will fire a 21 t-shirt salute.
Finally.
While disgustingly disrespectful, Maude's funeral actually looked kinda cool. Most attempted comforting Ned after the ceremony, however, yeah, that dude is gonna go straight to hell.
I would have been on her so fast.
What are you saying?
What? Nothing. She was hot.
You monster!
That's good. No. Let it out. Send me to more. That's it. Oh, here I come, baby.
Maude's funeral was awful, her good name's been tarnished, and Bart's turned her rest in peace cake into a rest in pea cake. I was thinking this day couldn't possibly get any worse for poor Nettie, but oh look, there's Homer opening his fat, stupid mouth.
I'm the one who drove her out of her seat, provoked the lethal barrage of T-shirts, parked in the ambulance zone, preventing any possible resuscitation.
Justice for Flanders, man. And not only for the horrific events we've witnessed so far. The next day, Homer just outright forces Ned to get over Maude and secretly films him to make a raunchy ad for a dating website.
Or keeping clean in the shower.
Homer!
Listen to this testimonial.
Oh, I would date Ned in a second if I was a woman or gay.
So if you're tired of dating the same old losers,
What are you doing, Homer?
Ned Flanders, the man with the chest.
Holy frick. You see that thing? That had to have been like 12 inches. Flaccid. I mean, like, I don't normally get self-conscious about this type of stuff, but like, I mean, how can you not after seeing that? Let's just rewind the episode a second, because now we know that Ned has a very bountiful. This scene has a whole different meaning.
I'll get some hot dogs.
No footlongs.
I know. They make you uncomfortable.
Honestly, I'm shocked Ma didn't survive the accident. Stupid, sexy Flanders' tape naturally had the women of Springfield pouring in to date him, including his future second wife, Edna Krabappel.
But I can't shake the feeling that you're just using me to get Principal Skinner jealous.
I don't care what Mr. Engaged to be engaged thinks.
Edna, this is childish.
Fine, then hang up.
I will hang up when he leaves.
Their relationship didn't blossom until the last Nedliest catch, and it's revealed they got married in the episode Ned and Edna's Blend Agenda. Poor Neddy can't hold on to his wives any longer than he can hold on to his appliances, though, and Edna sadly passes away in season 25. While we don't see her death on screen, the episode The Man Who Grew Too Much couldn't have made it more obvious that Springfield's 4th grade teacher is no longer with us.
Ned.
Sure do miss that laugh.
I miss her too.
Cause of death remains unknown, but hopefully it was a little less grim and humiliating than Maude's demise. Speaking of her, she was actually killed off because her voice actress quit over a pay dispute. As for Edna, the writers had no choice but to act her because her voice actress died in 2013. Ever wondered how Smithers could genuinely be attracted to a 120-year-old hideous corpse like Mr. Burns?
Sir, Bobo, hug me, squeeze me, tug at my fur.
He could just have a really, insane thing for old people, but it could also just be down to daddy issues. See, Smithers grew up without a father. Wayland Smithers Sr. died when he was just a baby, and the story of his death was finally revealed to us in the episode The Blunder Years. After a hypnotist makes him believe he's 12 years old again, Homer unearths a disturbing childhood memory from the day he stupidly decided to jump off a cliff.
There's something blocking it. What the heck is that thing?
The Simpsons and Chief Wiggum return to the quarry in the present day, and lo and behold, a skeleton is there. They journey down the sewer pipe the body was disrespectfully shoved down and unearth the vile culprit. Yeah, their identity wasn't exactly shocking news.
What are you doing in my corpse hatch?
Burns, you're under arrest for murder.
I meant innocence tube.
Then how do you explain this?
Burns explains the body is Wayland Smithers Sr. and plays some footage to prove he didn't murder him.
I better go in and have a look.
He did it! Look at your heroic daddy in there, falling to the floor, lying perfectly still. Oh, dear.
Wayland Smithers Sr. died from radiation poisoning and sacrificed his own life to save Springfield. Dude deserves a funeral fit for a hero. And if I know Homer, he will personally not see to that.
They solved the case of the haunted quarry.
Homer, shouldn't we give that skull to Mr. Smithers?
Why, he just buried.
I found a clue.
Sorry, we already solved it.
Oh.
So far, everybody's been dying in super painful ways, and Lisa's kitty Snowball 2 is no exception to that. Yeah, we're counting cats, folks. Snowball 2 lasted longer than most kitties, first appearing in Simpsons roasting on an open fire, and making it all the way to season 15, episode 1, Annoyed Gruntbot.
Snowball! Snowball 2, I can't believe you're gone.
So what episode did we get to see Dr. Hibbert biting the curb? Dirtbag didn't even apologize for killing a little girl's cat. Then again, what can you expect from a guy who once punched a fracking kid? Lisa is extremely distraught by the death of her beloved Snowball. How could she not be? Marge buys her a new cat to cheer her up, but this 8-year-old certainly didn't inherit her dad's good luck genes.
Fills in and you stir it all about. You serve it to your cat. That's what it's all
Oh, forget bad luck. Poor Lisa must have been hexed by the Wicked Witch of the frackin' West herself.
Coltrane, would you like to hear some music written by your namesake? Coltrane! You were with us only briefly, but we'll always have the ride home from the shelter.
Why did that cat kind of look like Bart, though? Marge threatens God and refuses to help at the church bake sale if he keeps killing Lisa's cats. They return to the shelter only to discover they've been literally banned from ever adopting another cat.
These cats would rather take their chances in the back room than go home with you.
Fair enough. Lisa ended up getting a new cat thrown in her face by Crazy Cat Lady. She named her new pet Snowball 2, even though she's technically Snowball 4. Third time's the charm, I suppose, because she's still going strong in season 37. From evil twins chained in the attic to mega-rich long-lost brothers, the Simpsons clan is mind-boggling, to say the least. But the most shocking member I discovered was Amber Simpson, Homer's second wife. Huh? In Viva Ned Flanders, Ned is feeling like a boring stick in the mud.
Look at that. Everyone's living it up except Ned.
Homer takes him to Vegas to spice up his life a little. And yeah, the city of sin was obviously going to leave this devout Christian feeling a wee bit terrified.
Would you like to be in the audience for my infomercial? Ah! Help me! My daughter's not talented!
Homer and Ned arrive at Nero's palace, and Flanders gambles for the very first time ever. That escalates into him drinking his first glass of alcohol outside the communion wine, and by morning he's hungover as hell.
Oh my goodness, Homer. I have a pounding headache. My mouth tastes like vomit, and I don't remember a thing. I conquered my fears, and I made up for a lot of lost living.
Yeah, that's not all you did, Nettie.
I'm Mrs. Ned Flanders.
And I'm Mrs. Homer Simpson.
Homer struggles to take in that he's married to another woman while Ned gets busy literally trying to hang himself out of shame. Homer stops him, then demands proof from the women that the marriage actually took place, and oh boy, it happened all right.
Do you want to get married? Married.
Sure.
By the power vested in me by the Chicago outfit, I now pronounce you husbands and wives.
We are so dead.
You know what they say, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Homer and Ned follow that advice and make a break for it. Las Vegas, however, doesn't take kindly to visitors who dishonor their marriage vows.
I want Fatty.
Let's get it.
What if we switched wives? Would that help?
No!
Hello, a ticket to freedom. So long, sucker!
Homer and Ned got kicked out of Nevada, and their wives fell in love with two circus performers instead. They never told their original wives what happened in Vegas, instead spun some ridiculous story about getting abducted by aliens. While Ned and Homer hoped they'd never see their wives again, Amber and Ginger returned to Springfield and Brawl and the family to track down their runaway husbands.
Homer and Ned, you may now kiss your brides.
You and Ned married a couple of floozies?
But it wasn't my fault. Liquor's drunkened me. Look, I did marry her, but I abandoned her.
This is the worst thing you've ever done.
Homer tried to get his marriage to Amber annulled, but there was nothing he could do except trick her into marrying his wrinkly 90-year-old father instead.
Renouncing all others.
Oh, sure. Woohoo! Our plan worked perfectly.
What plan? You got me drunk.
Yeah, but this time you're married to me. Me!
Disgusted by her geriatric husband, Amber runs away back to Vegas, and it's revealed that she met a very classy demise in Jazzy and the Pussycats.
Oh, class all the way.
Marge, could you let it go?
We are here to mourn the tragic loss of Amber Pygow Simpson.
Her funeral was held in Springfield, and just like most ceremonies, this one was no less disrespectful and chaotic.
Uh-oh.
Your son is out of control.
Yeah, put a leash on him, lady.
Very surprised Amber didn't haunt the frick out of that little brat for ruining her funeral. I would have done that. Maybe just not to Maud Flanders level of terrifying.
I thought you were dead.
Someone grab the holy water! Or on second thought, we might need something even more powerful than that.
Bart.
Leave me alone! The power of Homer sucks compels you!
We're all familiar with the most senior and senile member of the Simpson family, Abe.
The police already have a suspect. It's Mr. Smithers.
Oh, I bet he's the one. Yeah, Smingers did it. I'm going to the outhouse.
We don't have an outhouse.
My tool shed!
But what about Homer's mother? Does he even have one? His childhood was mostly just him and Abe, but he does have a mom, and she first appeared as a flashback in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
A year later, we had you.
I want Homer to grow up respecting his father.
Even as a baby, Homer looked like a balding middle-aged fat ass. Life has never been kind to him. And I really do mean that. Poor little homie was completely abandoned by his mother as a kid.
I'll miss you.
Mona Simpson was a radical political activist who faked her death to avoid jail time, and on top of being abandoned, Homer grew up thinking she was just plain dead. She reappeared 27 years later in the episode Mother Simpson after her son faked his own death, just to get out of community service.
You awful, awful man! Get out of my son's grave!
This is my grave. Wait a minute, Mom?
Homer?
I thought you were dead.
I thought you were dead.
Mona goes on the run again at the end of the episode. In Mona Leaves Us, she returns to Springfield hoping to finally be a part of Homer's life, but he's not ready to forgive her for abandoning him just yet.
Every time you go, I feel abandoned, but not this time.
Homer, I've realized that the most important thing in my life is you.
My ears are too smart to believe it.
Realizing fighting for the environment cost her relationship with Homer and caused him to become a ginormous foodie, Mona apologizes from the bottom of her heart, but this traumatized son just can't find it in his heart to forgive her.
I only hope you can forgive me.
No, I can't forgive you.
I understand. These things take time. Good night.
Later that night, Homer feels like a jerk for rejecting his mom's apology and heads downstairs to the card he made to say sorry. And this is just heartbreaking, man.
Mom? Are you asleep? Mom? Mom? My mother's dead. I'm still with you, son. Oh, this just gets worse and worse.
As if being abandoned all his life wasn't hard enough on poor homie, Mona's will declares that he will climb up to the top of a frackin' mountain just to scatter her ashes. A major inconvenience, but Homer did it for his mom's memory. It sucks that it was all just another one of her radical hippie stunts, though.
Mom, you used me to pull one more stupid hippie protest, didn't you?
Homer falls into the missile base and gets taken hostage, but at least his mother's ashes are handed back to him. He soon discovers the facility is run by Burns, who's using it to transport nuclear waste to the Amazon rainforest, but he doesn't really have the brains to grasp the severity of this evil plot.
Rainforest. That's that thing Lisa likes.
Better filled with dying trees and mutated animals.
You monster!
All systems operational.
Excellent.
Homer promises his mom he'll stop Burns with a little help from Marge and the kids. He blows up the entire facility and saves the Amazon rainforest for another day, at least.
And Mom, this was for you. More sugar.
The episode was dedicated in memory to Dan Castellaneta and Harry Shearer's moms, who both passed away in early 2008. Mona's death was a way to give closure to Homer's tumultuous relationship with her, but the fact that he never truly forgave her before she died will always be super sad and depressing. So that's 11 Springfieldians 6 feet under, guys. Now the writer's kill count's about to be stepping into the dozens. I trust you're all familiar with Fat Tony. He's the evil mafia boss of Springfield who first appeared in Bart the Murderer.
Hey, what's with the kid?
Hands off the material.
What do you know? The kid's tough.
I wonder if he is lucky also. Pick a horse, kid. Make it a good one.
Eat my shorts.
Ah, okay. Let's see. Wait a minute, you little punk. Eat my shorts is in the 5th race.
The Godfather of Springfield killed hundreds of people during his life, and now his time is up. In Donnie Fatso, it's New Year's Day, and Homer is off to a very bad start indeed.
That's almost $1,000.
That's a $50 fine.
Wow, Homer. This year's only 11 hours old, and it's already your annus horribilis.
Homer stupidly tries to bribe his way out of the fines. Now he's been sentenced to 10 years in the big house. Luckily, there's a way to reduce his sentence to nothing. All he needs to do is help the FBI get inside information about the Springfield Mafia.
We are currently conducting a 20-year investigation into the activities of Anthony Fat Tony D'Amico.
What, this guy?
We're gonna plant you in Fat Tony's gang as an undercover informant.
With the help of undercover FBI agents and Steak, Nicky Blue Pants Altasaxophony, aka Homer, makes himself seem big and tough enough to infiltrate Fat Tony's mob gang in prison.
Whoa, I'm impressed over here with that guy over there.
Let me have it!
Impressed by Nicky's ruthlessness, Fat Tony invites Homer into his inner circle and the Mafia mob all escape jail. Homer's on the inside of the secret earpiece just as planned, but when you're a Mafia member, you have to commit some heinous crimes. And Nicky's been given the absolute worst first mission of all: take out Marge and the kids. Okay, kidding. Although burning this beloved place to the ground is pretty much the same as killing a child, at least in Homer's beer-loving eyes.
It was either this or put in a ladies' room.
Exquisite.
Yeah, there's no way Mo had insurance on that. Fat Tony officially swears Nicky into the mob with a Blood Brothers ritual and even comes to love him like a son. When Fat Tony eventually found out he'd been working undercover for the feds, his reaction was surprising to say the least. Like, I totally thought Homer's brains would have been blown out to some dramatic music or something.
How could you, Nicky? I would have given you everything. I loved you, man.
He's dead.
No, you're wrong.
I'm pretty darn pissed the writers killed off my man Fat Tony. And not even for a good reason. They just wanted to replace him with his normal BMI cousin Fit Tony. Sounds pretty fat-phobic if you ask me. Fit Tony took his cousin's place as the second, actually probably fourth, major antagonist in The Simpsons. He went on to commit a bunch of atrocities, starting with avenging Fat Tony's death, of course.
And there's no better exercise than killing a big fat snitch. I loved him too.
Fit Tony decided to let Homer live, and hey, at least Fat Tony's voice actor gets to keep his job with this new character. Fun fact about Joe Mantegna, he was actually in The Godfather Part 3. That is wild. Like, did he get the job because he was Fat Tony, or did he get the role of Fat Tony because he was in The Godfather? It's like a chicken or egg situation. Anyway, we all know who the biggest clown in Springfield is.
Homer Simpson, he's about to hit a chestnut tree.
Krusty the Clown does his fair share of clownery too, though, both on and off the set.
I once ran over a guy in a parking lot, dumped the body on a golf course.
If you aren't somehow already familiar with Krusty's character, he's basically just one big corrupt sleazeball. You'd think his garbage personality would be the reason why his Jewish rabbi father, Hyman Krasovsky, disowned him a long time ago, but he actually just couldn't accept that his son wanted to be a clown instead of a rabbi.
When I grow up, can I be a clown?
No.
I want to make people laugh.
Life is not fun. Life is serious. Try is for nothing, not for throwing.
But Papa,
but nothing. To do as I say.
In Like Father, Like Clown, Bart reunited Krusty with his dad and got him to finally accept his clown son. Rabbi Krastovsky appeared again in Today I Am a Clown, where he threw Krusty a bar mitzvah about 30 years behind schedule.
Are they married yet?
They're not getting married. I am a man.
I pity the fool who didn't bring an envelope to this bar mitzvah.
Krusty's dad would return in Keeping Up with the Krastovskys, then die of old age in Clown of the Dumps after Krusty came to ask him if he thought he was funny.
Son, if you want to know my honest opinion of you, you've always been,
I've always been, entertaining? Dad? Oh, God, he's dead.
I mean, if you ask someone if you're funny and their response is literally death, safe to say the answer is probably a big fat no. Rabbi Krastovsky's death brings the Simpsons writers' total kill count to 13. I was expecting way more, honestly, but with the absolutely gruesome ways some of these unlucky souls have died, I'm actually glad that figure is on the smaller side of things. So guys, which character were you saddest to see go? Is there a character you're secretly hoping will die in season 37? Let me know in the comments down below. Click the screen to check out more videos, and as always, thank you for watching.